The oceans of Pandora run deeper than we thought, and this time, the danger doesn't just fall from the sky, it rises from within. James Cameron's Avatar. The Way of Water isn't just a sequel, it's a fully immersive return to a living, breathing alien world. But behind the dazzling visuals and epic action, the film hides subtle truths, deep symbolism, and emotional currents that many viewers missed. So let's dive beneath the surface, literally, and explore the story, the meaning, and the moments that reveal more than meets the eye. More than a decade has passed since Jake Sully became one with the Na'vi. He's no longer the outsider learning the ways of the Omatikaya. He's their leader, their Olo'ektan, and now a father. Together with Neytiri, he's built a family. Nedi Yam, the noble firstborn. Loak, the rebellious middle child. Tire, their young and wide-eyed daughter. And two adopted children. Kiri, born mysteriously from the avatar body of Dr. Grace Augustine, and Spider, a human boy abandoned when the Sky People retreated. At first glance, they're a happy family, but that illusion quickly dissolves, because the Sky People return, and this time, they don't come for unobtainium. They come for conquest. Earth is dying, and Pandora is next in line. Leading this second wave is something terrifying. Colonel Miles Quaritch, resurrected in a Na'vi body. A recombinant, he's faster, stronger, and just as ruthless. He carries his human memories, his hate, and a singular obsession. Jake Sully must die. Knowing that the humans won't stop until they wipe out his people, Jake does the unthinkable. He abandons leadership. He takes his family and flees to the ocean, seeking refuge among the Metkayina, a reef-dwelling Na'vi clan who live by one rule. The way of water has no beginning and no end. From here, the story becomes one of transformation. The Metkayina are not like the forest Na'vi. They breathe differently, move differently. Their arms are broader, their tails flatter. Their lives are tied to the ocean, its rhythms, its mysteries. Jake's family? They don't belong. Not yet. Their arrival stirs discomfort, prejudice, tension. They must learn to dive, to swim, to bond with sea creatures like the majestic skimwings. But the sea isn't just a new setting, it's a spiritual trial. Jake, once a warrior, now plays the role of protector. He suppresses emotion, forces discipline, believes that structure will keep his family safe. But the sea doesn't care about rules. It overwhelms, it breaks, and it reshapes those who enter it. Loak, the middle child, struggles most. He doesn't fit in, neither with his clan nor with the Metkayina teens who mock him. But when he's exiled during a reckless mission, he finds Payakan, a massive Tulkun who's also been cast out. Their bond is powerful, emotional, two misunderstood souls who recognize each other's pain. Payakan's exile hides a truth. He rebelled against whalers to save his kind, and for that he was punished. Loak sees a reflection of himself and chooses to stand beside him. Meanwhile, Kiri begins to experience something extraordinary. She's different. 5 fingers, a unique way of breathing. But near the spirit tree of the sea, she connects with Eywa in a way no one ever has. She doesn't just hear voices, she feels the planet. It pulses through her. She even enters a vision of her mother, Grace, who warns her, then vanishes. Kiri may be more than adopted. She might be something entirely new, a physical bridge between the Na'vi and Pandora's living neural network. Some fans believe she's Eywa's child, a spiritual evolution. All the while, Quaritch is hunting. He learns the Na'vi ways, rides a banshee. They study their language. But he also brings violence. His squad destroys villages, interrogates tribes, and begins hunting the Tulkun, peaceful, intelligent sea creatures. The humans extract a golden fluid from their brains, Amrita. It stops aging, a miracle drug, and they're willing to kill gentle beings for it. This is one of the film's darkest messages, a mirror to real-world whaling, environmental destruction, and the commodification of nature. As the Sullys begin to adapt, they also realize they can't run forever. Quaritch closes in. Spider, who's been held hostage, begins to feel torn. Raised by the Na'vi, but biologically human. Son of Quaritch, but child of Pandora. His inner conflict drives one of the film's most complex subplots, Identity isn't inherited, it's chosen. The third act erupts into a stunning battle. Quaritch's squad ambushes the reef. Tulkun are slaughtered, homes burned. Payakan returns, enraged, and launches a full assault. Lo-Ak rides beside him. Jake and Neytiri fight to defend their children. And Eywa, brave, loyal, selfless, dies protecting his siblings. His death is crushing. It's the film's emotional anchor. The moment everything changes, Neytiri snaps. She becomes a storm. Her fury is unlike anything we've seen. Silent, surgical, feral. She moves through enemies like a ghost, and in the climax she holds Spider hostage, threatening to kill him to get to Quaritch. The message is clear. This isn't war between species. It's a war between families. Jake and Quaritch fight underwater. It's brutal, primal. In the end, Jake chokes Quaritch into unconsciousness, but Spider makes a choice. He saves his biological father, then leaves him. His loyalty is to the Sullys, to Pandora, not blood. The Sullys return to the reef, broken but united. They bury Eywa beneath glowing waters. And Jake, in voiceover, says what he couldn't say before. This is our home, our fortress, our family. They've stopped running. The war isn't over. But now, they stand. Kiri's role in the story is quietly massive. Her bond with Eywa, her ability to connect to all life, hints at a future where the war isn't won through violence, but through spiritual unity. The Metkayina's oceanic philosophy, the way of water, becomes the central metaphor. Life flows, life connects, life returns. Cameron doesn't just give us spectacle. He gives us a living ecosystem where every creature matters, from the soaring banshees to the smallest fish. Quaritch isn't dead, he survives, and his presence in future films promises something deeper. A man who no longer belongs to either world, obsessed with power, yet marked by glimpses of humanity. The mirror to Jake will continue, and so will Spider's struggle with identity. What many missed is that The Way of Water is a story of loss, of legacy, of letting go. Jake learns he can't protect his children from everything. He must trust them. Neytiri, consumed by grief, must learn to channel her pain. Lo-Ak, the misunderstood son, rises as a new kind of hero, imperfect, emotional, deeply connected. The black sheep becomes the future leader. Even Payakan, the Tulkun outcast, proves that rage can be righteous. Forgiveness is a choice. His arc mirrors the entire film's message. Being different isn't a curse, it's a gift. And the message is clear. Family is not defined by blood, but by connection, by sacrifice, by choice. If this breakdown helped you see The Way of Water in a new light, drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think Kiri truly is? And how do you think Quaritch's story will evolve? If you enjoy deep dives like this, recaps that explore the meaning beneath the action, hit like, subscribe, and stay connected. Because this story is far from over.